What's going on, guys and girls? Rob here. And we're expecting Big Paulie be here in just a minute, I would think. I sent him an invite. I actually sent him two invites, I think. I think one of them did not have an invite in it. We'll see. I hope it does right here. And if we have it exactly right, then we should have Pauly be here probably within the next 30 seconds to a minute. If not, then we'll see what happens. There's Keith White in here. Let's see who all else is in here. If Pauly B comes in here and says he's not been sent to him, then I can resend something to him a third time. Phillies, we're in the bottom of the sixth. There's two outs already. Alec Bohm up to bat, 2-0. Daniel Vogelbach, first word was cookie. He was a cookie monster, wasn't he? He was a big guy, no doubt about it. Hauser, pitching for the Brewers. The the Brewers, first place team. And wow, he dropped the ball. The guy at second dropped the ball. He still got him out. Boy, oh boy, that was close. That was a close play. That was an overall close play. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm doing everything. How heavy was Prince Fielder? He was about 280. He was about 280. So let's see what we get here going on now. Let's make sure I got this copied to a board. All right. Okay. Very cool. Ha, ha, ha. And here we are. What's up, Pauly?
How you doing, Rob?
What's going on, my friend?
Oh, not much. I just got done with a stream myself. I was doing some hockey.
Very cool. Very cool. You know what? I actually went back and watched a little bit of our video the other night, and I'm impressed by it because I'll tell you what, I'm hearing that a lot of the personalities on NFL Network and ESPN, they were missing a lot. They were missing a lot of those.
Yeah.
So we got Darius in here. Which MLB players need to stop eating sweets, putting on weight? There's a few.
I watch a lot of the Rays. They're in pretty good condition. I haven't really seen anybody. Maybe I'm getting a look at Ohtani tonight because the Rays are out in Anaheim.
Oh, okay. I'll watch part of that. Do they start at 10:10?
9:30.
9:30. I'll watch it after the Phillies game. 4-1 right now with the Phillies. They're starting the seventh, and Vince Velasquez has went 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It's earned, and JT Realmuto has hit a 2-run home run tonight, his 3rd home run of the year. Lorenzo Cain, 3 years ago? He was the big name out there. Everybody was talking about Lorenzo Cain. Lorenzo Cain. He's hit his 3rd home run for the Brewers tonight. So
remember the Brewers were a team for a while?
Well, they're in first place.
First place now, okay.
They're in first place now. Yeah, they've actually bumped up. I'll tell you a team that's got to be a little bit of a surprise the last couple of weeks has got to be the Dodgers. Yeah. The Dodgers are no longer in first place.
Because of the Padres, probably.
No. It's
Giants.
Giants have taken first place by like a half game. So did Ryan Braun retire? I don't think so. I think he's still playing. We're going to find out in just a minute. We will find out. So now you got my email too, Big Paulie. So anytime you want to email me, go for it.
Oh, what do I do?
From a StreamYard I sent you?
Yes.
Yeah. So you'll have my email on that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now I know what you mean.
So that
I blinked out for a minute.
Yeah, you're all right. You're all right. I see you got about 130, 140 subs already.
Yeah.
How long have you been going?
little over a year now, and I'm just doing multi streams where I'm
Oh,
doing it
okay.
on the Facebook group, and now I'm doing it on tonight was the first time I've ever done one on Twitch.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
trying to
Yeah,
expand a little bit.
yeah, I've got a Twitch channel, but nobody's ever really pushed me to do a Twitch feed.
Yeah.
I don't do them very often. I go to Twitch once in a while and watch some stuff. Are you 7 foot tall, Pauly? Says Darius.
No, I'm like 6. I'm like 6 foot and maybe an inch.
And I'm about. If you watch my video from last summer when I was with Baseball Demos, Demos is not a very big guy, and he was standing on a curb, right? And I was still just a little bit taller than he was. And I said something about he was bending down for me, which he definitely wasn't. But yeah, I'm about 6'3", 6'4", something like that, somewhere in between that. But I'm at my heaviest weight I've ever been. I'm probably close to a 260 right now.
I'm down to about 240, 250. Used to be about 300.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got to start losing a little bit of weight. I actually got a bicycle not too long ago, so I'm riding it some, and I think it'll be pretty cool. So, where are you from, Big Paulie?
I lived almost all my life in Tampa, Florida area, Tampa Bay area, Largo and Pinellas Park now, which is a little north of Tropicana Field, where the Rays play.
So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15.
Go down to a game would take me a half hour because of traffic.
Okay.
Because they didn't set up the traffic grid very well here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When I lived outside the city of Philly. The first place I ever lived with my wife, it would have took us 30 minutes. Second place, my Lord, we was only 7 miles away. It probably 10 minutes, 12 minutes at most, because it's all 95 going up there, and it's right off of I-95. I mean, you can see it right off the side of the bridge there. And yeah, when I first moved to Philly, to me, I was always been a Boston Red Sox fan all my life. And I moved up here in 06. And by the time I moved down here in 2018, I was a bona fide Philly fan. Yeah, but not a Sixer, and definitely not a Flyers. I cannot stand, or the Eagles. I don't like the Eagles either. But the Phillies got me, man. I love going to that ballpark, a beautiful ballpark. The fans are outstanding. They treated my dad with a lot of respect. He's a big Braves fan, and so it always worked out well. Anytime we went up there, Bobby Catalano, she comes to my channel a lot. She's from right outside where you live.
Yeah, well, this is where they train. They train in Clearwater, which is just up the road from me.
Yeah.
Before the Rays got their games on the radio, it was all Phillies. The Phillies would air on a couple of stations here. And you'd hear Harry Callis talk to you about the Phillies playing the Cubs.
Yeah. Tribe Fan says, except for the Eagles PR department, they are cool. He doesn't like any other part. Has anybody ever told you what our channel did back about 5 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago?
No, sir.
We had a guy on that was big time part of our channel, and he passed away. Man, he had went through so much. He lost his leg. He got COVID twice. Oh yeah. I mean, this guy, he fell out of a hospital bed.
Oh,
right. They weren't watching him. He skinned his leg up real bad. Then the next thing you know, it was infected and had to lose it all the way up. Lost his entire leg. He was in the service, and he was a big Eagles fan, but he lived outside of Cleveland. So after he passed away, we did what we could for his sister. We tried to make a little money up. And I kind of in the back of my head thought maybe we can do something else. So I got in touch with the PR department of the Eagles. And I knew he was one of our drivers in the YouTube Racing League. And he had number 66. And I knew that he was a big Bill Berge fan. Bill Berge lives just outside the city of Philadelphia, and he still plays a part of the Eagles, like on Wall of Fame Day and all that kind of stuff. So I contacted the Eagles, and I said, look, if we purchase a jersey from you, would you make an attempt to go to Bill Berge's residence, get him to sign it for us, and then ship it out so it could be put in his casket? These guys at the Eagles PR not only did that, they paid for everything. They didn't make us pay a dime. He signed it. We got photographs and everything of it, man. I'm telling you. And then they put it. They put the folded up. He was an Army veteran. Navy veteran. Veteran in the armed service. I think he was either Army or Navy. Somebody could straighten me up on that. For 22 years, I think he was Navy. So he had a flag, and then they put the jersey over top of it when they put him in the casket. So that was one of our proud moments as far as a room, because since this COVID hit, a lot of people have been hit hard, and we've taken up money. We've done different things for the channel just to try to help people float, so they can keep coming in here with us and not have to give up their internet or give up their computers or just whatever, man. We try to do whatever we can. We got some good-hearted people in here, so you're going to find out real quick. Keith White just said, I think he was in Navy. Yeah, and that's what it is, man. That's what we're all about. And we just try to do good. We don't always agree on things, but man, oh man, we got such a damn good group here. It's tough. It's tough to beat. So you were talking about you like Glory Days boxing.
Yes, and I saw your fights.
Now, how many fights have you had, or how long have you had it, or tell us what your favorite weight class is, or whatever.
Okay.
First off, how long have you had it?
Since it's about a month. About a month. I got it from Anthony about a month when the latest stimulus money came in. Favorite class, I kind of like welterweights up.
Okay.
And I've done about by now about 10, 15 fights on YouTube, and I've done a few off stage. And that's pretty much where I'm going to do a couple of fights tomorrow night on the channel. A couple middleweights.
Very cool. Middleweights is always my favorite. I think a lot of folks in my chat love the middleweights. Middleweight. Yeah, Bobby Unser passed away today at 78 years old.
I mentioned that on my channel. I do
Was it 78 or 87?
87.
87. My bad, guys. My bad. Yeah, he passed away. Yeah. But it just, for some reason, people on my channel love those middleweights. And anytime I mention the word Marvin Hagler, even before he passed away, it was like they knew a bloodbath could happen. So
yeah,
that's the ones. But the sexy ones to pick is always the heavyweights, because you got so many damn good heavyweights. And I don't have all the sets of Anthony's yet, because I just don't have room for everything. But I've got 8 sets, I think 7 or 8 sets. So he knows I'm not thinking bad about him.
Right.
I just got to find places for some of this stuff, man.
I keep everything in a little box under my TV. All the sets I have so far, which is 4. And
how about play.com? Do you have anything play.com?
Not yet, but that red, white, and blue racing has appealed to me. I put that on my channel because one of the members of my Facebook group I went to high school with, and he's a big-time stock car fan. He was telling me about stock cars back in the late 80s when I didn't even know anything about it.
Okay.
So
now, he's on your channel?
Yeah, a fellow by the name of Shane. I won't give his last name, but I went to high school with him.
Okay.
And he was a big stock car fan. He did a term paper in high school about NASCAR.
Oh, okay. Now, can we ask you what year you graduated high school, or you want to just straight up just give your age?
Oh, I'll tell you. 1989.
89. Okay. So you're 50 years old.
6 months shy. Well, actually, September 6th is my 50th birthday.
So, okay. That's cool, because the way I know it, because I'm 85 and I'm 54. So I'm 54 years old. So, yeah, that's cool. Very cool. I've got to wipe my nose just for a second. Anybody in chat, just put the number 1 up there if you're having any problems with all this damn pollen out here this year.
Oh, I do.
Oh, dear God. You understand where I'm coming from. Just throw the number 1 up there because I'm telling you, I wake up some mornings and I feel like I am ready to die, my friend. It's just, I mean, it's hard. It's really, really, really tough. The older you get too, I think it gets tougher because you got to get up more and it's like, okay, I've got to clean out my lungs or whatever the hell it's in. My throat, your throat gets to hurting. It's just a bitch, man. It's just a pain in the ass. But this year,
that down here too.
Extremely tough this year. It really, and you wouldn't think Florida would because you would think everything just stays green year round. But you guys lose your leaves and stuff too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit in the fall and winter, and then everything goes right back. Everything's growing back now because we're getting 90-degree weather.
Yeah. Hell, we had actually a 90-degree day last week, 190-degree day. Today, not quite as bad. And Phillies have a guy on first base now with 1 out. Odubel Herrera, the girlfriend beater.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, he got in trouble, I think, for domestic violence last year or year before last. I think it was 2019. But, boy, oh, boy, don't they have room for players if they know how to get on base or catch a ball? Either way, it's just nuts, man. It's just crazy. But he's back with the team, it looks like. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't really have a high opinion of players who beat people up.
No. Or if they go take advantage of women in massage parlors and just all they do is throw a little money, but think that's good enough where we can lock a door and just do what we want to do. That's just nuts.
I think you got to be socially responsible when you have all that money, and you just can't blow it on.
Why? Look, when you got that money, you already got a magnet stuck to you already because anytime you're out in public, people, if they know you, they're coming to you. Can I have your autograph, sir? Sir, it's nice to meet you, that kind of stuff. Can I buy you a beer? Hell, I mean, they should never have to buy a beer in their city again, wherever they play ball or whatever they do, if they act like they got half a friggin' brain. But their problem is so many athletes do dumb crap.
Mm-hmm.
Which 5 teams in the NFL have the best overall roster? Big Paulie, don't you think Tampa has the best?
I do, Rob, but I think that you got to watch for Tampa Bay stumbling at some point.
Well, they could.
Kind of like Kansas City last year.
But the thing is, Tom Brady is this. Tom Brady's always been this way. Anytime he's ever come out the gate, he's never had a team go 9-0, 10-0, 11-0. They've always started a little slow, but he is always trying to demand such perfection out of his players, out of the other players on the team. So by 6th and 7th game, they are rolling. So to already have a leg up on Carolina, already have a leg up on Atlanta and New Orleans, they're going to be very tough to beat. I really do. But them and then the Chiefs, 3 other teams. Do we put San Francisco in there without a quarterback? But
that's too much of a question mark for me.
How about Buffalo?
Buffalo, I think, would be a good third choice.
You say Buffalo? Let's see. Who else would be a 4th and a 5th?
Could the Rams get in?
Well, the Rams are almost in the same situation as the 49ers, except I think maybe the 49ers have a better roster than the Rams do because defensively the 49ers are stacked. And then you have Seattle. They tripped up over their own self last year, 12-4, and they still couldn't find a way to win at the end.
Right.
Dallas probably the one defense and one NFC team from all the way across the board on offense probably has the best offense. Their defense is a little lacking, but I don't know who would be the 4th and 5th. I mean, we would play Kansas City,
Tampa Bay, and Buffalo.
Buffalo. How about Cleveland too?
Cleveland could get in the hunt.
Cleveland is
very
a team.
Much so.
they could slide in there. Green Bay, obviously, if everything stays status quo, but I don't think it's going to. I think he's gone.
I think he's gone too. I do.
So, I mean, Darius, that's kind of the way we look at it. We see three really good teams. I personally think Buffalo's better than Cleveland. That's just me, but only due to the fact I think they have a better quarterback. That's pretty much it. Cleveland has a stacked roster.
And look what they did to Pittsburgh in that first round game last year.
Oh yeah, they blitzed
smoked them in the first quarter and held on.
Yeah, they had 30 points on them at 18 minutes into the game. It was nuts.
Right.
How do you think Jadeveon Clowney will play for the Browns? Look, anytime you're adding a piece, even if it's not 100%, that a team already has really good pieces around them, it can't work too bad. I mean, it's not a high risk pick, and not a high risk pickup for him, and everything. It probably works out. He'll probably make some hay. Yeah,
and he was a beast in college, man.
Yeah, he was, and then Houston the first year or two, he was in Houston. He was a bad man, and then they put him together with Watt, and they decided we're going to be bad, and they were. And then is Watt still in Houston? No, he is not. He is in Arizona.
Arizona, yes.
He went to Arizona, and Arizona is going to be a better team because of it. But my biggest question mark in Arizona is this: their quarterback is 5'9". He cannot run for his life 17 games. And if he stays in the backfield and runs around side to side throwing the football, he might be okay. But my goodness, you cannot take his 8, 10, 12 runs a game and try to have to go, try to get 100 yards rushing. Somebody's going to plow him. Somebody's going to blitz over him. And that's going to be the end of him. I mean, really, that's going to be a greasy spot because he's such a little guy, and you got so many big guys in the NFL.
There's a reason why Doug Flutie didn't make it big in the NFL or Eddie LeBaron.
Exactly. And there's a lot of them that had to learn the hard way. Steve Young. He had to learn. Remember that time he got his clock cleaned?
Warren Sapp and the Bucks, yeah.
He got it blitzed out of him. And trust me, a couple of weeks later when he came back, he was not looking to be he was still a runner, yes. But he knew how to run out of bounds. He did not know what the out of bounds line was before that, but he learned really quickly.
Really quickly is right.
Yeah, and that'll do it too. Where's Adrian Peterson nowadays? Is he not retired? I don't know.
I think the Bucks were trying to recruit him last I heard.
He
was with Detroit, you're right, but he's at the tail end of his career now.
Let's see.
So
Adrian Peterson. I think maybe he retired.
I'm thinking so.
He's actually a free agent right now. So
yeah, the Bucks are trying to pick him up.
His last team was the Lions. Yep. So we'll see what happens.
But they got Fournette and they got Jones, so there's really not a need for Peterson down here. Plus, he's got issues.
Pac-Man Jones, is he in jail or prison? I don't know. I think
certainly not in football anymore.
Yeah. Where is Pac-Man Jones? He is a former American football cornerback. Yeah, let's see. I don't think he served that much time in prison. He just had a terrible attitude. Really.
The last I heard, he had tried wrestling.
Oh, yeah, it says it right here.
He was in TNA.
Okay.
Before they went bust.
All right.
Dixie Carter.
Yeah, and then Impact, I guess, took over from that. Jeff Jarrett, he was the worst. Yeah, after some legal involvements and stuff like that. Let's see. Yeah. That's been way back, though. 2013, really? Almost 8 years ago. Man, oh, man.
I'll throw one thing at you, Rob. Chad Johnson's going to fight on the undercard of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Logan Paul.
Really? I got a Chad Johnson jersey in the other room. I ended up finding it the other week. Will that go up in value now?
Probably not.
Probably not. Jeff Jarrett stole Kurt Angle's wife. Yeah. And sometimes I wonder if Kurt Angle's crying about it or shaking his damn hand for it. I'm so happy that with that Harris going to Pittsburgh. Yeah. Najee Harris going to Pittsburgh. That was that would be something. I don't think you're going to have a Harris wearing 32, though. I don't think he'll do that. That would be a smack in the face.
Well, he's got a lot more options now with the whole numeric system changing, and I'm all for it. Let them wear whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. The thing is, I just don't think he'll. I mean, I think his number's up on a retired thing. I'm talking about Franco
Harris. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think he would. I don't think he would dare try to. Aqib Talib, I think, retired. I think I heard
Talib did a game on Fox at the tail end of the season last year. I think he did the right.
He retired. Who has been the best MLB free agent signing a month into this season? Wow.
Oh, too early to tell.
Yeah, it really is. It's really early now. I would say that we will know more about it come. Let's see July, because right now
sample size isn't that high yet.
Yeah, now, and I tell you, you could be batting 400 now.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to be batting 400 4 months from now. You're just not. If you are, Ted Williams has got to start worrying then. But I don't think Ted's worrying too much yet.
Trevor Bauer has been so good so far this year.
It really has. It's actually should be 3 no-hitters now. How do you feel about that third one? How do you feel about
7-inning no-hitters?
Yeah, and it's not considered a no-hitter by the MLB. But
I disagree.
But it's considered an MLB game. Now, what kind of garbage is that?
The pitcher doesn't control the length of the game, so he should be credited with a no-hitter.
He threw 21. He threw to 21 batters and got 21 batters out. Yeah, he walked one or hit one or whatever the hell he did, or they got an error, whatever they did. But come on, he has nothing to be ashamed of, and Bumgarner should get credit for it.
I agree totally.
Yeah. Mercedes playing well. Sounds like a trash dump of the week candidate. Yeah, but that's not even MLB. It's the stat keepers. What do they call them?
Scorekeepers.
No, yeah, but it's
each game has a scorekeeper. It's usually a member of the newspapers.
It's the ones that keep their records, though. Is the ones I'm saying. It's a
statistician.
No, it's the one. It's a whole. The ones that keep all the records of MLB things that have happened in the past and stuff like that. Not the official score. No, it's damn. It's like
thinking maybe of sabermetrics.
No, it's one of those record books that they go by. That if you go to the store and go buy it, it would say something's records of MLB or whatever, because they're the ones that did. It's one of the companies or something. It's not Bookmaster, but it's something like that. It's Elias Sports. Elias, that's what it is. Elias's deal. It's one of those companies anyway that comes up with the rules stating that it doesn't work, even though MLB doesn't say it doesn't. So it's garbage. It's garbage as far as I'm concerned. But it's something like Elias. Yeah, that's exactly what it's all about. And now, Philadelphia, it's pouring down rain.
Huh?
Yeah, they could get a break here, because if it does pour down like it did.
How far did they get?
They're in top of the 8th.
Top of the 8th, so it'd be official.
It would be an official game. I'm going to take another bite.
Alrighty.
So, Who is pitching? Who is pitching against the Angels tonight?
Oh, a good question, Robert. It might be Glasnow. It might be Tyler Glasnow, who's been
He's pitched well this year.
Kind of Jekyll and Hyde. They do get him.
He had that one rough outing
against the Yankees in New York, and then he had another one where he lost to Toronto. I'm looking it up right now. And let me see here. Scores. Tampa Bay Rays, Los Angeles Angels. Hit the button. And the starters, they're not showing it to me on this page.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, bastards.
You can barely see the umpire right here. It's raining so hard.
Coming down hard?
Oh, my God. They got to stop this.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Still trying to find who starts for the Rays tonight. I'll get it, gang. Hang on. Hello to everybody in chat.
It is Glasnow, says Tribe.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tribe fan.
Quintana against Glasnow. And look, I'm going to show this. If I'm breaking something.
Yeah, I could even see it.
Yes, but look at it dripping off his helmets, guys.
You got to call it here.
Yeah, that's just crazy. That's
Brewers wearing their old jerseys or kind of a retro.
You guys can see that rain.
Swing and a miss.
It looks like snow. It looks like it's friggin' snowing.
Yeah, they had that in Colorado not too long ago. They had a game and they were trying to play it in the snow.
Yeah, but I mean, this looks like snow, and this is just pouring. I know it came through here earlier today, and there was a nice rain shower. It lasted about a good 4 hours. And I mean, come on. I mean, this is just nuts. There's no way they can grab a baseball doing that.
Would have to be like the first game of a series, so it's not like they can't get it in.
Right.
Tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah, Kane is mad to be out there. He is. He keeps slapping his helmet he's not happy. How big a TV have I got there? And we just got it, man. We just got 55-inch, I think. We just sold one that was 50 inches that was not HD, and I got rid of it for $100. It was not an HD TV because this stupid crap with Comcast, I got it through Comcast. If you got Major League Baseball extra innings, you have got to have HD TV, which I didn't know that. All the other TVs in my house, I don't know, 40-inch. I got like two 40-inch ones, and downstairs I got a 32-inch. 3 other TVs, they all are HD. The big one we have here, we bring back from Philly, is not HD. So we put it on Facebook Marketplace and finally got rid of it. A couple people said they wanted it and act like they did, but they didn't and all this. Finally, somebody bought it, and they got themselves a great TV. I just told them it's not an HD TV, but they got themselves, especially if it's something you want to play video games on, 50-some inch. Phillies game is on C817, brings back a lot of memories. Yeah. And they play on a lot of different channels up there in Philly. They throw them on NBC up there a lot too. So, how many games would you get, Big Paulie, if you didn't pay and you're in the area? Would you get 20?
Well, we have Bally's down here that carries the Rays games. They carry about maybe 144 a year, and I will watch a game.
What casino?
What's that?
Bally's Casino or
Bally's Sports Network? It's the old Fox Sports Network. I think they took it over. In fact.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I've been to Bally's in Las Vegas, so yeah, I'm familiar.
With it. I've got the cards. I've actually got the diamond membership. So if we go out there, they send us things, man. No lie. They send us things every other week. Would you and your wife like to fly for free and stay for free and all that type of stuff? It's hard to say no to them, but you realize once you get out there, you got to have money to do a lot of other stuff. It's not, food's not cheap. Entertainment's not cheap. And, of course, you want to go gamble. If you're going out there, I mean, that's what the hell you want to do anyway, man. You want to at least do that. So, used to watch Andy, Harry, Ricky when I was younger. Andy, Harry, Richie. Yeah. Harry Callis.
Yes.
Harry Callis.
Todd did a lot of the Rays games before he moved on and became a broadcaster for Houston. He did Phillies games on the radio, and I worked as a board op, and I've worked with him before.
Let me ask the chat. You may already know Big Paulie. If you do, you can just say, yeah, I know. Chat, does anybody know where Harry Callis passed away?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I know exactly where he passed away. Does anybody else know what city Harry Callis passed away in? Because it was in a booth. It was actually in a booth.
He was getting ready to do a game.
Pre-game.
And
it was a pre-game. Yes, it was. Does anybody remember what city he was actually in pre-game? They walked out of the booth for a couple seconds, came back, and he had passed away. It was not Florida. No, it's not Florida.
I will say that he is warm, though.
A
little bit.
How often do you see alligators?
Alligators not too often here.
They pretty much in fresh water, and you got a lot of salt water around you.
There's a town a little bit west of us called Seminole where they occasionally have an alligator problem. It's where DeQuell Jackson of the Colts went to high school.
Oh, okay. Tribe fan 879 says Atlanta. It's not Atlanta.
Getting warmer, though.
Yeah, you are getting warmer. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. But now it's quit raining. It has quit raining. Oh, my Lord.
Did they ever stop the game?
Never stopped the game, and they got 2 runners on base. D.C., yeah. That's it, Alex.
D.C., yes.
It was in Washington. It was a Nationals game. You're exactly right, Brendan. It was. I want to say it was a second of 3 or second of 4. It wasn't the first game. He'd already called one, and then he passed away. And then immediately after that, they it wasn't long after that. Maybe it was a couple, 3 years later, they did a whole flip-flop, and they got rid of a lot of people up there. I mean, they just shit-canned them, excuse my French, but and then now they got the ball-headed guy up there called him. I can't think of his name.
Shulman? Dan Shulman?
No, somebody help me out here. Who's the one that calls the game? He calls them with Crook. McCarthy.
Okay.
Yeah, McCarthy. He calls them with Crook. He does a great job. He does a good job.
Down here we got Dwayne Stats, who was with the Cubs and the Yankees. And
off the glove of Gregorius, and what has happened, they have bases loaded.
Oh, boy.
That was a kid that just about won the MVP a couple years ago. Man, won the MVP. What's his name? A left-handed kid, outfielder. Can't think of his name. Somebody help me out. Chris Wheeler. Yeah, they got rid of Chris Wheeler. They fired Chris Wheeler. What is this guy's name?
I'm old enough to remember Andy Wheeler.
Oh. Yeah, Chris Wheeler is the one that got canned, though. What is this guy's name? What is Tom Brenneman doing these days? Tom Brenneman is.
Oh, yes. Tom really committed career suicide with what he did, especially in this day and age.
Yeah, with the pregame of the Reds there. You can still watch that on YouTube. It's still on YouTube.
Yeah, that's a cringe moment.
It is. But what is this guy's name? Christian Yelich. I think's his name. He's a
very good player.
He's the one that just hit the ball through the middle, and they've got bases loaded, no outs in the 8th.
You should get some runs here.
4-1 Phillies, and the Phillies are they're in trouble. They're in trouble here. So we'll see what happens there. King's at second. Yelich is at first. Brenneman is in PR. Back to the warning track almost, and it's a catch. And that will be a tag up. The guy from third and second tags up.
Sack a fly, yeah.
4-2, runners on the corner. Go Bruku, says Alex. So, yeah, Brenneman really, it was career suicide when he said he knew from that he was never, ever going to be on television again. He may get a radio job somewhere. He's got a great voice and personality, but it's going to take him a while. He's going to have to really. But hey, that's the same thing we said about Boston.
Yeah.
Remember their manager. Where's he going to land? He stayed put. He lost a year and he stayed put. I mean, what the hell? Some people, how they say it, some people go to the bathroom and come up roses where other people come up turds, you know.
Yeah,
it's just the way it works. It's just the way it flies, man. Oh, he's in Puerto Rico. Oh, is in Puerto Rico, says Tribe fan. Oh, not PR. I thought he was maybe in the PR department somewhere.
I was thinking NPR.
So now they're bringing in, I believe they're bringing in Hector Neris, and that's always a show to watch within itself. One out here in the 8th. If you got a game on, Pauly, right now, you watching anything?
Rays and the Angels just got started. Too early to give an early gauge into what's going on. Otani's on the hill.
Yeah. Bobby Catalano, her favorite player is that kid, Keith. No, Kiermaier. Is it? It's not Keith.
Kevin Kiermaier. I know him well.
That's her favorite player. She likes him. So
great defensive player, not too good with the bat.
Yeah, and I think she likes more about the way he looks. So.
Oh yeah. He keeps himself in shape. He's very good. He trains in the off season here in Tampa. He's very dedicated.
Yeah.
Call him the outlaw.
Yeah. So if you guys were going to make a trade or a pickup,
okay,
like, not for a pitcher, but for a position player, what position really right now are you looking at? It's like, okay, we could upgrade here if we maybe sent this guy out and maybe we go somewhere else, and don't even worry about what other team, but just what you need. Is it third base, second base, first base, outfield, catcher?
We're pretty solid all the way around because we got a lot of contact hitters and we got a lot of guys who could play multiple positions. Guy could play third base, like with Brusso of the Rays. He could play first base one day, play third, play left.
It helps too,
but we don't have a bopper. We don't have a guy who can hit for power.
DH. It helps if you get to DH. That's the thing with Philly. You know, you've only got 8 positions to fill, and you're not really worried about the pitchers hitting. Alec Bohm for us has got to start hitting the ball. He is at third base. He's in his second full year. He's got to come through for us. Our center fielder, we like I say, we just went and got Odubel Herrera, and he is actually playing pretty well. The one really, really, I hate to even say it, is Kutch, Andrew McCutcheon in left field. He's batting like 130, man, 140. You just can't have a leadoff hitter hitting 140 and expect to be winning. That's why tonight he's not leading off. It was Matt Joyce. They got 4 runs on the board. Now they got him out left field playing defense. But
I like Joyce because he used to play for Tampa Bay and he was a high school kid here.
Contact hitter too.
Yeah,
he's not a leadoff hitter though. I mean, we really need a leadoff hitter. We need somebody that's capable of stealing 30 bases. Maybe, you're not even worried about him even hitting doubles, just singles, bunting, and getting on base. Prototypical leadoff hitter, like a Hamilton or somebody like that, just can hit the ball. We don't need a Ricky Henderson can hit 27 home runs. We don't need that. Send his old butt back to the Pirates, says Darius.
Yeah, he seems like he's a little past it.
Javi Baez to the Rays. I'm sure he wouldn't be against that if that happened.
Oh, no, I take him.
Yeah.
I take him.
And now, 1-1. And who we got up here to bat now? Neris is pitching, but boy, oh boy. Bohm, Gregarious, and Matone all are playing on the left side of the infield. And this is why lay a bunt down the first baseline. What are you going to do? They're holding the runner. And they got a guy at third, first and third. And it's ground ball to the shortstop. to the second, and not in time. Another run scores. Man at first, 4-3. Phillies. All right, guys. Get going to go film. Strat game. Tribe fan 879. Take care. Have a good one. Sean has almost arrived at my house. He lives about 30 miles away, and he was going to ride his bike down to my house. That was 4 hours ago, so I don't know. It's dark as hell out here, too. I mean, look at this shit.
Yeah.
That is dark, boys. Yeah, you better have a hell of a flashlight, bro. Probably 30, 40 minutes away, he said. Right now is Rob and Pauly hour. Oh, hey. We appreciate you guys joining us, too. We really do. It's
I have to bend down and look at the chat here a little bit, and I'm sorry I haven't been paying attention to it more.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
See a lot of the guys who visit my channel, Tribe Fan and Brendan Baker and a whole bunch of people.
Keith White. I stay in contact with Keith a lot. Keith was a good guy. He's from Louisiana, and they always want him on here because he goes out drinking with the girls.
Uh-huh.
And he'll get drunk with 8 or 9 women, and then one of them falls down and busts her head open, goes get stitches and all. Next thing you know, it's fun time. We grilling him then. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you, Keith? What you do? You get them all drunk. And then you tell 7 of them to hit the damn road, and you find the prettiest one and get her in your car and take her the hell home with you.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I don't drink, Rob, says Keith. Well, that's even better. You don't drink. Get them all drunk and bring the hottest chick home with you.
They got Ohtani hitting second for the Angels. Pitching. So you don't see that too often these days.
He's batting second.
He's batting second. And they're not using the DH. He's in as the pitcher. They're not using the DH the whole game.
And they burned him the other week there because when they took him out, the pitcher had to hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I don't necessarily agree with that because you can always throw him in left field if he's not pitching well, or whatever position in the outfield that's your weakest. Let Ohtani take that batting position over.
You either put him in left and right, depending on the pitcher's throwing, whether he's a lefty or a righty.
It says Ohtani's not pitching tonight.
Oh, he is not?
No, it's remember we said who was that? Was Quintana.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not a risk. Not a risk in. So he's not. So they got a DH somewhere. Then check it out.
Right. Maybe Ohtani is the DH.
Keith drinks Vienna sausage juice. That's what Sean's putting up there. Ohtani is the DH tonight, batting second. Yes.
Problem solved.
Yes. We don't have to worry about him being taken out of the game then unless he gets hit. Did you see Bryce get hit in the face the other day? Harper.
Yeah, that was rather gruesome.
Yeah,
not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it was.
Now, but then did you see what happened after that?
Girardi got ejected.
Well, first off, he bats and gets hit. Then here comes Gregorius up, and he gets hit in the back.
That's right. The guy hit 2 players in a row. That's right.
Then the announcers are like, "Look, this guy, is he ready to be even a major league pitcher?"
Right.
Shit. I mean, he's missing the plate by 4 feet. And then he goes out there and says, "Oh, they first off they warned both benches." And then he comes out. He said,
"That'll get Girardi out there."
What kind of bullshit is this now? You really gonna say that to us? That was crazy, man. I mean, that was just Keith says, but I don't eat potted meat. That's they're picking on me about that. I like to eat potted meat. You've probably never even heard of it. It's low.
No, I have not.
Okay, I'll show it to you one night. I'll eat it. I like sandwiches and stuff with it. They give me such a hard time. I don't like those damn little wiener, those Vienna sausages. Ooh, they just, I can't do anything with those things. So Philly's pitched their way out of that jam. They're up 4-3, but Milwaukee's got to feel pretty good about themselves after 8. We're in the bottom of the 8th right now. And they actually, you know what? They picked off a guy at second. I mean, picked off a guy at first. That's how they got him out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they picked him off, and oh my goodness, you can't end the inning that way if you're Milwaukee. You had guys, you know.
Yeah, Tani just got to second. It looked like there was some snafus in the infield. He got to second base. I don't know if it would be a double or a single or an error, but they were really throwing the ball around in the middle infield for Tampa. It was a grounder to the shortstop. Yeah. Adames booted it, and it went right behind the second baseman. And by the time all that happened, Ohtani got to second. So probably a single and an error.
They said Big Paulie needs to try Rob's chili. See, I'm
a chili guy.
And if he doesn't get the runs, we can try it. Oh my God! Oh Lord! my major ingredient I put in is tomato juice. I like tomato juice.
That'll work.
You got to go back and watch one of my videos early on. I got like 1,400 videos, man. It's sick. I've been at one time I was making 3 a day. Now I don't. Not too much. So
I try to do 1 a day myself. Maybe sometimes
I try to do 1. A lot of times it ends up being 2 and 3, and then some days I just don't get. I don't get to the computer, especially in warm weather. I got stuff going on. I'm sponsoring a little league baseball team. I'm trying to help coach them if they don't have the coach there. And it's just so much going on. My parents, and then me and my wife. We try to go places at least once every couple months, even if it's for a weekend. South Carolina, whatever.
Well, they've all lost a lot of business due to the COVID, so yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah. So now our minor league teams, Carolina League, they start up tomorrow night. So.
And a totally different look for minor league baseball and all the stuff that they have been going through.
Well, they're saying that they're going to expand the crowds. Of course, last year they didn't play.
Right.
But this year, they're going to expand the crowds that are that they were expecting probably 50% starting off. They're talking maybe 75%, but in a single wave facility that only holds 4,000 people, we're talking 3,000 now. So they don't sell out very much at all. But the good thing about it is they're going to have fans. They're going to play,
yes.
And that's a good thing. So I'm going to try to support them as much as I can. My wife's going away, like I say, the first 2 weeks of June. She's going away up to Philly, and I'm going to try to hit as many games. I'm going to try to do a lot of stuff, and I'm going to try to make a lot of good videos, or a lot of videos. I hope they're good. And if I have somebody here visiting, all the better. Then we can do live stuff together. Gotcha. Rob probably eats Captain Crunch. No, I don't like Captain Crunch. Not a Captain Crunch guy. You probably wouldn't guess the cereal I like. I'm unusual. I'm old, folks. I'm 54 years old. I don't do that sweet shit. And MLB Mania, we're talking about it tonight. I ate the powdered chocolate, says Keith. Cocoa Puffs? No, not Cocoa Puffs.
I'm a Honey Nut Cheerios guy.
Are you really? I'm not a big honey person of anything. I don't like honey on much of anything. Oh, my goodness. That ball bounced in the grass. Not in the, it didn't even get to the dirt before it bounced. The umpire's like, wow. Yeah. It did hit the dirt, but boy, oh boy. So you honey nut Cheerios.
Cheerios, yes, that's my favorite.
I actually like Special K.
That's good too. That's very good too.
Special K, that's my thing. And they're throwing the ball all over the lot right now. Why did Alex silence Sean? I don't know. What did Alex do to Sean here? And I don't know what he did. I want the wife to come in and say, Robert. Well, if she says Robert, I know she didn't win no money.
Uh-huh.
Guess what happened? I won some money.
So you'll either be in a very good mood or a very dark mood.
She won't be in a bad mood either way because she accepts losing pretty good anyway because she knows I'm the rotten loser. Most time when we go, I ain't never going again. That kind of shit. That's me. That's me doing that. And she'll be like, you know good and well. Most time we go, we lose anyway. So she accepts it. I just like plain cornflakes or Cheerios. Man, Cheerios gives me the burps and stuff real bad if I eat those damn things. I can't do it. JT Real Muto just strikes out. That's 2 outs in the inning. Here in the 8th. And out in L.A., where are we at? We still in the first inning?
No score after 1.
No score after one complete.
One
if
complete.
Ms. Rob doesn't come home, you know she won money. Ms. Rob would come home with money if she won money. Who would win a 40-yard dash race, Rob or Pauly? Pauly would win.
No, you'd win because I got a bad foot. I got a bad foot. So, yeah.
Okay. Have you watched any YouTube Racing League, Big Paulie?
Yes, I have.
In
fact, every time you put it up, I'd sit down and watch it.
That was Keith White asking. Have you ever seen the banner?
Yes, I have. I saw it when you did your last race.
When I hung it up. Yeah, we actually in the office we got 2 little hangers hanging up on the ceiling, and I can reach them because I'm tall enough to. And I can hook it up and I'll put it across like that. And a lot of folks like to have the banner up when we're doing the races and stuff like that. And our first race of the year was dedicated to Dale. Dale Lonsdale was his name, and we call it the Dedicated to Dale 500, and we'll run 25 laps virtually every race. And we've had 5 different champions now, 5 different seasons. So, Pauly, do you like wrestling?
Oh, very much so. There's a weekly staple that I do on my channel called GSW. It uses Wrestling's Finest version 3. And I have been doing that since late 17.
Do this, my friend. Put your entire channel up on, type it in right there. So, and then tell it afterwards too.
Alrighty, sir. I'll be working on that.
All right. It takes a little bit of time, guys, because it's Big Paulie's
World of Sports Sims.
World of Sports Sims. Yeah.
With the apostrophe between Y and S, and the words don't have spaces between them.
Thought you won a couple championships, Rob. No, I ain't never won a damn race, dude. No, our champions have been D. Scott Howard. I don't want to leave them out, so I don't want to tell everybody all of them. But we got 5 different champions. Strat Delaware won one year. Let's see. There goes a double right there off of that bat of Gregorius. And now Bohm is up. But we got 5. We got 5 different champions we've had. Let's say you guys put me on the spot now. But I know D. Scott Howard's won one. Let's see. Strat Delaware's won one. If you think of them, guys, you can help me out. What is the chances Rob wins a race in season 6? 1 in 44.
Yeah.
Because it's 44 of us racing every race. Now, I guess the odds improve a little bit if you race 15 races, maybe 1 in 30 or something. But my car seems to hit the curb every time. It's really, really bad. It doesn't run very well.
Think I put it up, guys. Double checking. I just went into the YouTube chat and I just pasted it.
Yeah, well, you just go right here to post a comment on in the StreamYard chat.
For some reason, I cannot do that right
You
here.
can't. Okay.
Because I'm in under my Facebook handle.
Now, let me ask you this. Our pictures, are our pictures the whole screen for you or just a little bit of the screen for you?
Half the screen is you and half the screen is me.
Oh, but you don't have nothing else?
Nope.
All right,
nope.
Go right below your chin right there, and you'll see a little block right there.
That says Big Paulie. I see it right
No. The
Okay.
other side. The other side of your picture. You'll see it's a little square there. If you hit that, it'll shorten our pictures up.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Try that.
Okay.
And then you're going to be able to see the chat here in
Oh boy. I see mute. I see stop cam, which I'm not going to hit.
No.
Cam mic, share, and I see exit full screen.
This is right on your picture. It's on your picture right there in the bottom corner. Not the corner that says Big Paulie. Go in the other picture right there.
Yeah, it just goes full screen on me.
It just went full screen on you. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So now, all right, go back. You may be able to hit it. Let's see. So hit it back and see how much of it.
I'm going to try going in the chat and hitting that one more time.
All right. Because I've got a screen about this big, and only me and your picture's about this big. Then I can see Darius, I can see Brendan, I can see Keith, Alex, I can see all their chat. I can see their chat. Actually, it's to the right of me, but it's to the left of our pictures. If we're facing them. So,
all right.
Brendan, I think posted.
Brendan, thank you. Thank you. Just solved our problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Brendan. Appreciate it. Alex muted me for no reason, said Sean. I don't know what Alex did to him.
Me neither.
I didn't have anything to do with that. But let me tell you something now, guys and girls, anybody that's watching us right now, YouTube is taking a tight platform. May 1st, I got a thing that said it's no longer in the control of the person running the channel. If we go back and we see you saying some words that you shouldn't be saying, especially typing them in chat, we will ban you. We will not kick you out of chat for a day. We will ban you. We'll give you a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day, or permanent, depending on what you put. So let me just promise you, it's not me and Big Paulie doing any of this stuff to you guys. No, they're watching. Hey, Sean, you think I'm kidding you? One of the guys, I want to say it may have been my man from Vegas. What's his name? Darius. And he came back to me and said, yeah, they came back to me and actually sent. And I'll tell you something else. If they get into your IP, your internet provider, they may block you from even getting on the internet, which that could be a real pain in the butt if you have to work for a living and that's your only source of income. My wife, she works for a Philadelphia company right here in Virginia, and she gets to do it right at home, so it works out for her.
YouTube just needs to lighten up.
Check this guy out. I'm telling you, man. This dude is eating his Wheaties and eating somebody else's and stole a couple other people's too. Woo. Not him, but
the hitter, yeah, he looks like he's got a little gut on him.
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
That's a softball player.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that's a softball player.
He's 5'3", 380. I mean, he is that dude.
And he doesn't have Babe Ruth swing, so he ain't gonna last long.
Alex, I think muted you, Sean, because you said if a kid strikes out, Rob would hit them. Yeah, man, he looks angry too. I guess I'd be angry too if I was 5'3" and nobody liked me. Jeez. Strike two. He's blowing the bubbles. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the wife, I got the light cut on. She's coming home and we'll see what she does tonight. So are you married, Pauly?
No, I'm not. I have been always single.
Always single. Nothing wrong with it. Oh, what we got? A double. Yep. He hit a double. Must have been, bounced over the wall, I guess. Oh. He clubbed it. No, and now he's coming off the field. They can go bring a pinch runner in. Let's see where he did. Let's see where he hit it. Oh, yeah. He just stuck your bat out there. What happened here? Yeah. He hit it down the left field line. He's left-handed. Hit it down the left field line. And now Neris, he's got to pitch himself out of a jam now. The tying runs at second. And, of course, if we go to extra innings, we're going to have the runner on second rule.
Oh, I hate that.
Doesn't that suck?
Well, now, I know why they do it, because they want to get the fans out of there, probably COVID-related. But I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Let's see if they keep it 5 years from now. If they do, they can't blame COVID then. I mean, come on. But
I thought the DH would go by now.
The reason I think they're doing it is to try to get everybody out of the field so we can clean up a stadium for the next game. And, let's move it on. Let's move it on.
It's like the shootout in the NHL.
Yeah.
It has no real bearing on what you do later when you have the overtimes that go forever, which I like. I
love it too. My feeling is this. If you lose your shootout, you don't deserve a point. Why the hell you get an overtime loss point? Especially in hockey, where you only get 2 points if you win.
Right.
And then an overtime loss is 1 point. What the hell is that kind of crap? That's bull. That's bull. I would, if you're gonna do it, the winner should get 3 points.
Yeah.
That way,
a win is a win.
Yeah, a win's 3. Overtime loss, if you want to do it, 1 point, and then nothing if you lost the game, just straight up. Milwaukee is doing everything in their power trying to get that run in. We're gonna see what happens. Nobody out, and 0-2 on the batter up here, and out in LA, what we're looking like.
No score, bottom of the second, somewhere in the bottom second. Of course, Joe Madden, who used to manage the Rays, is with the Angels, and this is the first time these two teams, because they never met last year because they were just playing the AL and NL East.
Right.
So this is the first time they've met since Madden became the skipper. Of course, they played against each other when Madden was with the Cubs. But this is the first time that they have been facing each other with him skipping the Angels.
Oh, Pauly needs to have 8 women at his 50th birthday at a Mexican restaurant. I think he's right.
Oh, goodness. The flatulence would be incredible.
Nothing wrong with that, right? As long as the margaritas are flowing, as they say.
That's right.
Yeah. So Alex and Sean's got their own little fight going down here. And I'm not getting in the middle of it.
Should I have been glad that I missed it?
They're saying you can say whatever you want, but you don't even know me. And then Alex muted me because I was joking with you. So I'm letting those two handle it. They're both young. One has a strikeout. Urias.
You're right. See, sometimes I have troubles with names on my channel too, especially when I'm doing the FHM and it's a bunch of Russian names.
Yeah. Now, baseball. What type of baseball do you play? Do you do inside pitch? Do you pay off pitch or
OOTP.
OOTP?
Out
Okay.
of the park.
Yeah.
And I do perfect team primarily.
What season?
Well, the perfect team is like a card game that's within OOTP.
Okay.
I kind of refer to it as like Jim Rummy with baseball cards.
And is yours a Rays team or?
I like to do what I like to do is I like to do the random order, that random historical, and I just take a random team.
Okay. Okay.
And I like to set it to 16 teams, two leagues of 8. Just do it the traditional way. Best team makes the World Series in each league. And I don't like the DH. And I use free agency, but it's a little different. I use 10 years instead of 6.
Todd B. Is Ohtani in the lineup? Yes, he's batting second. DH. Saw where he got beamed in the elbow yesterday.
I didn't catch that.
It's the first I caught it too.
But that's the double-edged sword of having a guy who could be a good pitcher, good hitter. You get hit in the elbow, he can't pitch.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Especially the throwing elbow.
And you can't whine about it because a lot of guys are getting hit. A lot of guys are getting hit. But so far this year, a lot of people say, well, the pitching is outdoing the hitting. Well, we're just getting to May, and there's some guys got 8, 9 home runs already. That's pretty damn good.
You know what I think it is? I think it's also the weather. The weather has been cold in a lot of places in the Northeast.
Right.
I think once you get warmer weather, I think the stats will go up for the hitters.
Yeah. And, well, another thing, though, in the cold weather, you don't see the ball break as well either, though.
Right.
So it has its equaling effects. And but
the pitchers should have better stamina. The starters should. That's probably not true anymore.
Well, nowadays, if they hit 50 pitches, you got to wonder what the hell. I like baseball game where I can do my own dice roll, says Keith. Who leads the league with home runs right now? I know the kid, the first baseman, Reese Hoskins, has 8 or 9 right now. He's up there tied to the lead, I think. I'm not
sure. 8 or 9 will probably be at about 48, about close to 50 by the end of the year on this pace.
Yeah, well,
I like 50 as a leading number.
You got all April, then you got all of May, June, July, August, and September. So that's almost on pace for almost 60. But I don't think you're going to have anybody hit 60 this year.
No, I think those days are gone until they expand again, which probably won't be for a while.
Yeah. But this year, they were talking about the balls being a little bit juicier. And look, if you've been to some of these ballparks in the last 10 years, 15 years, they're not huge, guys. They really aren't huge. You go to Philadelphia. I'm serious. My high school baseball field was just as big as this one. Mm-hmm. It really was. It was. And the difference was we didn't have a stadium that set all the way around it to block wind. To where if you hit a ball, it can fly. If the wind was coming against you, you won't go hit it out. It didn't matter. And now it's 2 strikeouts. Wow. 2 outs for the Brouhahas in the 9th. And who's coming up? They got a guy at second still, 4-3. And 30 minutes away, Darius, and he's still pedaling. He says, how many intentional walks did you predict Alonso would get last year? I said 50, and it didn't near happen. I'll tell you, somebody's getting walked a lot. It's not so many intentional walks, but getting walked a lot of walks, actually hitting about 340. Is Harper. He's doing well this year. He really is doing well. I
kind of wonder though how the beaning is going to affect him psychologically. Yeah. Dickie Thon got hit in the face many years ago, and he was never the same.
I think he's back tonight. Let's see if he is. I haven't seen him out there in the field. He may not have come back yet.
If Harper is back,
huh?
Oh, go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry, you were talking to your
phone. I was going to see if he was back playing tonight. And if he was, let's see if he got any hits. No, Herrera started tonight, so no, he did not come back tonight either.
I think something like that really has to play with your head.
It really has to. Yep.
It's a traumatic incident for a hitter, you know.
And when you get hit right here, he was almost right here. 97
Ooh.
is not a damn joke. It was 97.
That's a concussion. That's a concussion.
That
sure.
could be a broken skull, dude.
Yes. Yes. At least the concussion.
We got 2 strikes on this guy. Let's see who the hell it is here. Neris is looking at him real mean, so that probably means the guy's going to get a double.
Yeah.
You got 2 strikes on him. You don't throw him a strike here. So if he gets a hit here, something's wrong.
You chase him.
Oh, wow. He threw it 15 feet in front of the plate and bounced. I'm not worrying about him, just trying to start problems. Oh, do you like hockey, Pauly?
I do, but if you ever watch my videos, I don't try to do play-by-play on it because I can't. I'm a Florida boy. We didn't really get into hockey until the 90s. And, the reason why we got teams in Florida because we get the Canadians. We get the Canadians to come, what they call the snowbirds down here. But I don't even try to commentate it. I just try to summarize, the Lightning scored, and I don't really try to do play-by-play.
I've always loved hockey, and going to see it is just I just love it. Dickie Thon would have been a superstar. I just had him in an Angels game from '79. Yeah. Rob, I super glued a car headlight to my helmet. Oh, Sean is a mess.
Boy.
He's a crazy kid. 2-2 now. So he's got to put us through the ringer here. He probably throw ball 3 here.
We are scoreless after 2. Tampa Bay and the Angels, they ain't missing much. 2 good pitching teams, so I figured we'd have a low-scoring game. Be surprised if it gets 9 runs. I think it'll be less than that. Trout.
Trout
is something else.
The New Jersey fellow. A foul ball down the first base line. Yeah.
Trout can ride his own ticket the rest of his career, and he'll probably wind up being in the Hall.
Well, yeah. The thing of it is, he signed that big contract with L.A., and it's no trade on it. Did he doom his career right there? Because, my gosh, if they don't get pitching, he's never going to a World Series.
Probably not.
It's crazy.
But that's not necessarily an indictment on making the Hall of Fame.
Definitely. No, not a Hall of Fame. But the fact of it is, you kind of get to the point, I'm sure, somewhere in your career that
you want to play for.
I got all the money I can use. I got the MVPs. I've got the Silver Sluggers. I've got the Golden Gloves. It's about time maybe I want to win a series or something. He just – did he go? Oh, man, he didn't swing. Ball 4, the guy goes to first. Oh, my Lord. And now they're biting time in Philly because Go Ahead runs it first. Oh, jeez. What sports athlete is a 50-50 on the Hall of Fame ballot? Oh, man, 50-50 right now. I need to look at the ballots right now and see somebody that's on there.
Are we talking all sports or are we just talking baseball?
I guess he's talking baseball. Let's see. How about the Roberto Alomar thing? Did you hear about that shit?
That's crazy.
Roberto Alomar they should remove him from the Hall of Fame.
Well, you knew he was a wacko when he spit on the umpire that one time back in '96.
Spitting on players, umpires, into that shit. That should be it.
Yeah.
But now he's been messing with women.
He got a second chance and he blew that. So yeah, I don't care what they do with him.
I was meaning any sport, says Alex. Who's 50-50 in the Hall of Fame? I'll go basketball. Westbrook.
Yeah.
Because Westbrook is a damn good player, yes, but I just don't know if he's a Hall of Famer. Dwight Howard, that's another great one, 50-50.
Great one.
Dwight Howard had good seasons, but he wasn't consistently across the board great. Westbrook's probably closer to a Hall of Famer than Howard.
I'll throw a football guy out for you who just retired, Julian Edelman.
Edelman, yeah.
But
Edelman,
there's a lot of conspiracy theory down here in Tampa that maybe he didn't retire. Maybe he's just doing this to get with the Bucks and Brady.
Try to get down to Tampa.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Because Brady likes his guys.
Yeah, and Gronkowski pretty much admitted that he knew Tom was planning on doing that deal and then waited and tried to get back in shape. So conspiracy theorists always are out there. And I'll tell you what, don't doubt him. Now it's 2-2, 2 outs, first and second. 30 pitches by the closer right here.
I see. Oh, he's being worked. He's being worked.
31 now. He found Colton Wong. Colton Wong.
I've heard that name a few times.
Yep. He's when they interviewed Colton Wong last night, he said, "Nothing's wrong here." Nothing's wrong with me. Yeah. Good stats, no good teams or championships. Yeah. Westbrook, he would end up being in the Hall of Fame. Don't you ever disrespect Westbrook, Rob. Yeah. He's just not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He really isn't. I'll tell you another one. I'll tell you another guy, another foul ball. Jeez. The kid came from Duke, and he's been around playing different places.
Redick?
No. The one that's playing, is he playing with the Nets now? Oh, what the hell's his name? And everywhere he went, he stirred up a lot of shit.
Yeah.
What is his name? I think he came from Duke. Let's see.
Williamson?
Not Zion. Not Zion.
Okay.
What is this guy? He may not have played at Duke. He may not have went to Duke. Not
Maybe
great.
Thinking another ACC?
Yeah, let's see. Let me think of the kid's name. Who is the kid that
Alex is saying Grayson Allen.
Not Grayson Allen. He's with the Nets. Now he's with the Nets, and he's been with other teams, and he's been hurt all the time, and he's a point guard. He might not have been a Duke product. Jeez. Kyrie Irving. Yeah, he was a Duke product.
There we go.
Kyrie Irving. Bases loaded. How about that? An infield hit for Milwaukee. 34 pitches. Yeah, Kyrie Irving. He's just a clown, man. I liked him in college, but come on. You just can't do the crap that you do.
No.
And, come on. I know people that say Kyrie Irving's a Hall of Famer. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's a really good basketball player that is whined from here to here to here to here, and that's what he's done. That's just what he done. And I'm a Duke fan. I'm a Duke guy. J.J. Redick went to school 30 miles down the road from where I went and witnessed the guy scored 28 in one quarter in a high school game. Only
8-minute quarters. If you could do that, you made it somewhere.
Yeah, 20. He got 28 and a quarter, and I went and saw that. That was nuts. He didn't even touch floor in half of the third quarter, most of the fourth. It was nuts. And now Lorenzo Cain is up to bat. Bases loaded, 4-3, and he's got 2 strikes on 0-2. And Yelich is on deck. Oh my gosh, he's got 36 pitches on this guy.
Well, this is a high leverage situation if there ever was one.
Craig Counsell is in there smiling, so he must think something's going to happen.
36 pitches in
foul ball. Yeah, come on. He won't be able to pitch for 2 days now.
Yeah,
Kyrie Irving needs star players around him. Because his 1 year Boston Celtics could not be the leader they needed. Yeah.
But the thing is, you could shuttle relievers back and forth from your AAA team or something like that. You
Yeah.
always got that as a backup plan, especially with them not starting yet.
Oh, foul ball, foul ball. Oh, just went about 8 rows back. Catcher wanted that one. Hector Neris now getting ready to throw his 39th pitch.
Just
I
as
mean,
unreal.
if he throws 40, don't you have to start warming somebody up? I mean,
They don't even have anybody warming up.
no, they're
Oh
letting
my goodness.
they're letting it be his game. But the thing is, if he gives up a hit here, they lose the lead. So why wouldn't you at least have somebody prepared? He's already went through his 3-batter rule. Oh, now that one almost hit him. That would have tied the game up. Gee,
Yeah.
I'm sure Milwaukee's like, whoa, you don't move out of the way of that ball. I mean, you let that one nip you and be like, okay, take your base, because that would have tied the game up.
Oh, I hate the three batter minimum rule.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh, I hate the 3-batter rule. So he just done a little check swing and got third strike on him.
There you go.
So boy, oh boy. That's every night for us, man. That's why we have no fingernails, and they're out there. Oh my lord, you're out there dancing like a chicken out there on the field right now. You're not impressive, guys. You won 4-3. Win 14-3 tomorrow. We'll be impressed. Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't there been a lot of incidents with the Phillies the last few weeks with relievers getting a little cocky? Like with the Mets and then later with the Cubs.
Well, they actually had a pregame little scuffle with the Mets the other night.
Well,
what happened?
That I could believe because
because you got so many attitudes. You got Alonso, you got Harper, you got Real Muto, you got a lot of attitude. Boom, you got Reese Hoskins. They all have that little bit of chip on their shoulder, and
but that's good for a team like the Phillies.
They got to have a chip on their shoulder, but you got to have some down to earth guys like a McCutcheon, and that's why I hate to see Kutch have such a bad start because they need him. But if he can't get on base, something wrong. They got to do something. So let's flip it over here. Let me see what channel we get some Angels on.
Tampa Bay has something going, by the way. Bases loaded in the third.
So are you watching the Angels network or are you watching the
Rays?
All right.
The Rays, because we don't get the other one.
All right. Okay. Let me go to the Angels network then. I got it all right here. So
trying to see who's at the plate. It is Brusso, 44 or 40-something.
Orioles will play the Mariners tonight.
Yeah, a lot of the East teams are out west.
I forgot it's L.A. I went back to Anaheim. It's in the order. It goes to Arizona and this, and I'm like, uh-oh. I went back too far, so now I got to go all the way back to Houston. Let's see what's next. Tampa. Oh, here we go.
A base hit. They just scored a run, maybe 2.
Tampa against the Rays. We will see what happens here.
2-run single for Brasso, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay.
I gotcha. Oh wow! I'm so far behind you that he's still fixing to pitch the ball. Left-handed pitcher.
Yeah.
Lefty. He's winding up, and he hits the ball off his shortstop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so you're about a minute behind me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, 2-0. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy, man.
Shortstop almost made the play.
He did. So we're way behind you there. That sucks.
And there's only 1 out, and they got first and third.
Yeah, Bally Sports. Yeah, Bally Sports. And this is the Angels. Angels I'm watching there. But that's at Bally Sports too.
Bally Sports has the Angels. I think the Dodgers have their own network. And they go play the A's next. Tampa Bay does, and I think they are Comcast.
Let's see what Tampa. Well, I'm gonna watch your network.
All right.
Yeah, let's see what's happening. St. Louis, Tampa Bay, and the Angels. All right.
All right.
Maybe it's closer to the same time. We'll see.
With Dwayne Stats and Brian Anderson, who used to pitch for Kansas City and Arizona, calling the game.
First and third, Austin Meadows, first at bat strikeout. I'm still probably way behind you. I don't know.
Meadows just got hit on the wrist in the game against Houston yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And I'm surprised he's in the lineup, but that's
let's see. Right there,
going to be caught by the right fielder.
Ball hit the dirt right there, so I must be way behind you.
Yeah, probably a couple pitches behind me.
1-1 is what I got, and they're showing the whole stadium now.
Right.
Kind of wide thing. It's a Toyota. Quintana, 45 pitches, so that'll tell you.
Well, that'd be about 15 pitches an inning, probably on a pace to go 6.
It'll tell you how far behind I am of you, too. That's foul ball. Oh, nope. Right fielder catches it and throws it to the plate, and he ain't going nowhere. Okay, so that's how far behind I am of you.
So 2 outs, and they held the runner at third, or the throw held the runner at third.
Right. And I've got basketball scores in the bottom right of mine too.
Yeah, Bally's. I really don't like Bally's keeping that on the screen.
Yeah,
I'd much rather see the game data, and they put like a whole bunch of other stuff on like about maybe a little over half the right side.
Todd B says instead of watching Tampa and the Angels, would be a better show would be Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Run scored. Run scored. Must have been
back in the 70s. Back in the 70s, early 80s, man. I mean, yeah, I had no problems. And everybody thought Farrah Fawcett was hot one. I like Jacqueline Smith.
She wasn't too bad either.
No, I liked her. She was always my favorite. But nobody's Wonder Woman, dude. Nobody is Wonder Woman. She was always my favorite. Was watching the Wonder Woman show. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Hit out in the left field, 3-0. Ray's jumping on them.
3, yeah. They're talking to him now. They're talking to the pitcher. They're checking the pitcher out.
Okay.
But they're going to keep him in, and they have up now. Well, we're not going to know for a little bit because they just showed a graphic erroneously.
Rendon, Walsh, Upton, Pujols, Rojas, Suzuki as a catcher. So, yeah.
Probably Kurt Suzuki.
Yes, I think so. We will not hold you guys a lot longer tonight, but me and Big Paulie, maybe we'll finish this in and out right here.
Okay.
Have you got to get up early in the morning?
Nope.
I don't either. I do a eBay business, and I woke up this morning. I loved it. This has been sold. This has been sold. This has been sold. So I had a Big Bertha driver.
Oh yes.
I found it at a Goodwill. I paid $1.99 for it, and I posted it online for $55. And the guy said, "I'll give you $50 for it." And I also got like $12 shipping. And I made me a box. So what I did, I just made pieces to go all the way down it today. Me and my wife, and cost like $9 is all it costs to ship it. And I wrapped.
You're going to see a scoring change in the game in just a moment.
Oh, I see. We see guys at first and second. We see Quintana fixing to wind up 0-1. Could it be a home run? Let's see. I shall tell you guys it's not going to be 3-0 much longer.
Right.
Hit right through the middle. Runner comes around. Runner going to third, and Trout couldn't do anything about it. First and third. 4-0 Rays.
And they were having trouble scoring until about the midway point of yesterday's game with Houston, and now they're on fire.
Quintana, 50 pitches. 3 in. So he can't. He's not going much further anyway. So why would you keep him in there if he's just? I mean, this is batting practice, guys.
I think Madden's going to give him maybe a hitter or two more, and that's going to be it. Yeah. I don't see anybody warming up in the bullpen. They haven't shown that shot yet. So.
Well, I keep seeing Pujols. that is another guy, man. They have, I mean, that's an anchor on your offense right there. I mean, the guy's making $30 million, and and look, okay, he probably will hit 20 home runs for you. He may knock 60 60 RBIs in for you. He can't run, and I mean, there's so many other first basemen that would be better suited to come in and play for a tenth of the money, for $3 million instead of $30 million. That was one of the biggest mistakes the Angels made when they picked him up and signed him.
And to think of this, they can't use him at DH because they got Ohtani.
Exactly.
So it is a double problem for them.
Yeah.
And $30 million for a guy who can't produce anymore, that's a lot of money down the drain.
Yeah. And Ohtani's their lefty.
Mm-hmm.
So even when Trout is bumped up and messed up a little bit, it's tough for them to not have Ohtani as their DH because
you got a traffic jam at DH then.
Yeah, or you got to play Ohtani in outfield, and they don't really want to do that. They've tried it once. He says he likes it, but they don't really like it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Pujols is an anchor. If you ever want someone I know lives close to you, says Sean. I like seeing if the replacement Charlie Angel would be prettier than the replacement roommate for Suzanne Summers on Three's Company.
Oh boy, Suzanne Summers. Whew.
Yeah,
just turned 74, and she still looks good. She just had a shot where she's down in the grass, so you can't see her parts, but she still looks very, very good.
Yeah, they. I'll tell you, the hottest chick maybe ever, and she's got to be 80 now. It's Raquel Welch.
Yes, very much so.
She's still a beautiful lady. I don't give a damn. All you got to do is Google her, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Angels should release Pujols. If they release him, Alex, they still got to pay him.
They still got to pay him. That's right.
Still got to pay him. That's the difference in baseball and football. Football, if you release them by a certain date, your contract's null and void. Baseball is a guaranteed contract. So if he
didn't used to be that way, though. They used to be you could pay him a percentage, like 10 cents on the dollar or something like that.
The Players Associations, that's the one Players Association that has come along the furthest. They shouldn't have anything to argue about with the ownership groups. They're getting everything they want. 7 games, shit. I mean, they don't have the ownership doesn't care if they play 7 innings. 7 innings, cut down in innings and stuff. Give him a Bonilla contract. You see, Brandon, that was done prior to him retiring now. And that is the third out. But boy, oh boy, was that a big inning for the Angels. They got 4.
The Rays got 4, but they needed a big inning like that because they haven't been getting it lately.
Did they put all 4 up that inning?
4, yep, it was a 4 spot in the either the third or the fourth. I forget.
I think it's third.
I think you're right.
Yeah, the only way they could do that now is, number one, they would have to agree with the players' union. And the players' union is not going to go for that now.
No.
Bonilla signed a contract and made it to where he was making $1 million a year while he was still playing. He was making $1.5 million or whatever, and he still gets paid until 2027, believe it or not.
Yeah, what a sweetheart deal that was for him.
Yeah,
and a stinker for the Mets.
Man, oh man, can you imagine that shit?
Bobby Bonilla might be gone by 2027.
Bobby Bonilla doesn't dare show his face up at Citi Field.
No,
somebody better run his face into a wall or something. I mean, really, man, think about it. Can you imagine?
Well, I could imagine the LA talk radio stations bashing Pujols pretty fiercely.
Oh, I'm sure they are, but nothing's like New York. Nothing's like New York. New York and Philly. Boston's pretty fierce, but New York and Philly, man. I'm telling
Well,
you.
New York was the first sports talk radio station recent times. WFAN 66.
Yeah. And now WFAN's in Philly also.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mike Missinelli, he left WFAN, and the year he left WFAN, I was a guest I was just a guest caller, and I mentioned something to him to the effect that how did he put it? He said something about people down south were idiots or something like that, and I said, look. I lived down south for 40 years of my life. Would you say that to my face? And then it was a rumor going around at WFAN that he actually wanted to have a fight with a caller. And I called back, I don't know, maybe a month later. I said, look, I would do it for charity, but I'm not going to have any referee come in there and step in. All I want is no gloves. We don't have bare knuckles that way. Because I know that way he's not putting something in his gloves that I don't know about. I said I would have done it down at Harrah's in Philadelphia. I would have done it, and all the money go to charity. I never heard a damn word back from it. All they asked was how old I was, my size, and I sent them a photo. I sent him a photo, and I was in pretty good shape then, I guess. I wasn't in too bad. 6'3", I probably weighed about 230. And Missinelli, I don't know. If you count his mouth, he probably weighed 200. But Mike Missinelli, he was one guy I just never liked. And he probably weighed about 160, 165. And I said, look, all you got to do, I gave him my phone number. I said, look, all you got to do is contact me. I live across from where you've heard of Ron Jaworski.
Of course.
Ron Jaworski owned the golf course right straight across the road from where I lived. Said, all you got to do is contact Jaworski. He can come to my apartment, knock on my door, and say, look, let's go down there. Let's do this thing. And I gladly would have. I would have loved, but if we go fight, I told him, I said, we're not going to have all these rules. We're going to go in there and just fight until somebody taps out. Because I wouldn't have let up, man. I would not have. That's one dude I just did not like. I'm not going to say hate. Hate's a strong word, but I really had a strong dislike for the jabroni. I really didn't like him at all. So I really trade Pujols to the Beer Belly Softball League.
Yes.
That would be a good thing. Big Paulie, so tell us what's going on in your channel, bud. Well, right now you've got OOTP.
Right. I do Grand Slam Wrestling with Wrestling's Finest.
Now, do you do that on a certain night, or do you do that just when you feel like it?
It's willy-nilly. It's a little willy-nilly. I try to do OOTP Wednesday and Sunday, but I think everything else, if there's openings, I'll just go with it, and I just try to pick whatever I haven't done the most recent. Like Thursday and Friday, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing Glory Days tomorrow. I'm going to do a couple middleweight fights, and then I'm going to do OOTP Wednesday. And Thursday and Friday are open. I know Saturday I'll be doing Grand Slam Wrestling again because I do a little tournament like King of the Ring. I call it Monarch of the Mat.
Oh, okay.
Because I like the rip
now,
off.
What wrestlers do you actually have in that on your wrestling?
We had Tom Vogel of Wrestling's Finest on with Al Red Sox fan a few weeks back, and this game has about 1,500 wrestlers, and I would say in the neighborhood of about 150, maybe 200, maybe even more tag teams. Women are also in it.
How much does it cost?
It's a little steep. It's about $90, and we'll just say that quietly, so I don't piss off Tom Vogel, my good friend.
Hey, I'm telling you, dude. I'll tell you what, $90.
But it's like the Stratomatic of wrestling.
And the thing is, you got it forever.
Yes. And they update it all the time. They do 2 or 3 updates a year.
And do you have to pay for your updates?
Frequent updates, like 2 to 3 a year. They just send you the different wrestler files, and
so you don't have to pay for the updates.
No. The only time you pay is when they update the version, which is very infrequently, like once every couple of years.
So they've got your email address, and they'll send you whatever you don't even have to keep. I mean, you don't have to keep up with it. Whenever something new comes out, comes straight to Big Paulie.
That's right. It goes right to my email. They have all the emails. Al, Red Sox fan, just picked up the game on my recommendation a few months back. He does his own little tournament, his super tournament.
Okay.
And I do
have Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes. And
every big name you can think of is in there. My first world champions were shooters, old-time shooters. Frank Gotch.
I watched the other day. I watched yesterday. Dory Funk Jr.
Dory Funk's the new champ, but his champion we use the champion's card when he is the world champion. Otherwise, you don't use it. And he is the world champion, and he's been going strong now for several weeks. But the champions have been in order: Frank Gotch, John Pezic, Farmer Burns, Stringer Lewis, and then Jim Lundo stunned Farmer Burns for the title late last year. Jerry Lawler won the title, and then it went back to Lundos, and then it went back to Funk. Went to Funk for the first time.
Okay. So you always have a rematch if they lose?
Usually like a few weeks down the road. Otherwise, I just try to find the best opponent for them.
Okay. And
I have circuits. I have territories. I have 18 of them. So I do this like every day, but only I have a match of the week, and then I do the Monarch of the Match tournament. So this is kind of a busy time for me now.
Oh, okay.
But I love doing it. It's a great game. I do a 7-match card. I could do it on the computer in like 45 minutes.
Nothing wrong with that. That sounds really good to me. It really does. Myself, I have payoff pitch going on 2019. Redoing the whole season of 2019. I'm about to maybe 95, 97 of the Phillies. Sadly, I've not been keeping up my paperwork. I did the 2018 season on NPNG Plus. National Pastime. Have you ever seen that game?
I have heard of it.
Yeah. I did all 162 games. I kept up with batting averages. I still have 162 score sheets in the other room of that season, and you can still watch 158 of their games, I think. I didn't play all of them. I was sick a little bit during the playoffs, but I did the playoffs and then the World Series it ended up being against the Cardinals. And
that's the score sheets I have for Glory Days Boxing. They're being awesome. Pile up.
Man, I'll tell you what. That's a lot of fun. I'm going to do some Glory Days Boxing. I'll probably be on sometime, so I'll try we'll try maybe not to override each other. You going to be doing yours tomorrow evening, tomorrow morning, or just
I usually do my stuff around 7 o'clock Eastern time.
Oh, okay. I like
it's early enough so that a lot of streamers are late nighters.
A lot of times I like to do stuff lunchtime.
Right. I've seen you, yeah.
Yeah, so I may do a boxing match tomorrow at lunchtime myself. We'll see what things are going on. And how about that? Big boy just struck out. Did you see him? I guess you saw him.
4-0 into the third. You're right.
Yeah. Glasnow almost got hit by a ball too a couple minutes ago. So yeah.
Glasnow makes me nervous.
I may be getting me that baseball. So if you want to, if you get a chance, the name of it or whatever, how my contact info or whatever you can email it to me if you want to. I may purchase it myself. For me, my name's Rob.
I'm Big Paulie.
And we're going to head out for the night. You guys have a great, great evening. God bless. Thanks a lot. And hey, maybe we'll start doing a once a week type thing, and maybe Big Paulie will lead the charge next time. Have you got StreamYard, my friend?
Oh, I do, and I want to get started with doing interviews, just like you do.
Oh, okay.
And Al's doing, and Anthony's doing.
I don't pay for StreamYard because you can get
me neither.
You can get 20 hours a year. 20 hours a month. So that's just 2 hours right here. So I can do 8, 9 of these a month, and I don't have to pay for it. So as long as we rotate, we're good deal.
Good man.
You all have a great, great night, guys. I'm gonna see if my wife wants some money in a minute. I hope so. And you'll probably not, but I've got some cookies and stuff to eat right here. Good luck to your Rays tonight, and
Thank you,
until I
sir.
see you guys again, God bless, and have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.